Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. What's going on today? Happy Valentine's Day. What? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Gotta get that straight out. So, let's have a salute to everyone who is in love with life and themselves, and they want to make a better version of themselves, regardless of if they're in a relationship or not. We do it for ourselves, and then we have something to offer. If everyone does that, then I guess we'll have a wonderful Valentine's Day, every one of us, no matter where we are. So, salute. Let's see who we have here. We have Jack from UK. How you doing, Colonel? Good to see you. Varg says, hi, my dear friend. Jack says, hello, Mehran. David says, hello, with full credentials. Male 24, Texas. See what happened to you guys? Huh? Jack, what happened? Varg, what happened to you guys? What happened to our protocol? Thank you very much. I'm here, live and kicking. Varg, thanks for asking. Jeremy says, did Mehran shrink? Have I? My chair did. Maybe we can do this a little bit. Let's see. Is that any better? The thing is, when there's sunshine out there, which we have sunshine here today, and there's light going to be reflecting from my glasses, so I'll have 4 eyes. 2 bright lights on top of my glasses. So don't worry, I'm still me. Yeah, I shrunk. And there's Valerie. How have you been, dear? Valerie says, Happy Valentine's Day, Mehran. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Valerie. Glad that you're here. And Varg says, Miguel from Portugal. He says, I think you remember me. Happy Valentine's Day too. For single, more money. See, for the singles, more money. And, all right. Baby Yoda says, cheers. Hello, Baby Yoda. And Jeremy says, male Oregon 22. Thank you for that. Jack says, Valentine's Day has always bewildered me. Why wait for one day of the year to buy their significant other gift? That's a good idea and always true. But if you do it every day, it'll be a little bit too much too. Just once in a while. And Varg says, in Portugal, night 2083. Oh, it's like 8:43. Yeah, you guys are what? 8 hours ahead. Just like UK, I believe. Yeah, is it? Is it 9 in UK? Emmanuel says, hello there. Hello, Emmanuel. Emmanuel says, male 27, Boston. Thank you for that. Jordan says, hi, Mehran. I'm 22 from the UK. Hello, Jordan. I think with it being Valentine's Day, it's brought back past emotions with my ex. Even now, 3 months later, it still hurts. And when I see a picture of her, it kills me. Yes, it's true. That's the curse of being a human being. Now, you have a choice. You can stop being a human being and let go, have no emotions, or feel alive by all these emotions, whether missing your ex or whether you're not, but you better have these emotions running through your veins, because that is what makes us all humans. We have to feel things. And sometimes feeling what we feel is not really that pleasant, but still is part of us. So it lets us know what is pleasant, what is not. If everything in life was perfect, which I wouldn't mind it at all, but I mean, normal things, we wouldn't have these sort of little pains here and there. We would never learn anything. We would never be able to distinguish what is really happy and what is really reason for being elated and what is not. Every day would be all perfect. I don't mind that in most serious stuff, in all serious stuff. But in simple things like, I don't know, relationship, or you didn't get the kind of, food you wanted that day, it was a little different. So what? So we get acquainted with all these little emotions, and we can control our emotions a little bit better, having gone through the experiences of it, and then we'll see it's no big deal. We'll survive. It's not like if you don't have your ex with you, then, tomorrow will never come. Tomorrow will come, and lo and behold, you will find another. If it's not tomorrow, day after, eventually you will, because even if you don't want to, you can't stop it. You're going to run into someone that you're going to love, you're going to like, you're going to find things in common, and you'll be compatible, and you'll enjoy a wonderful journey, regardless if it looks like it's not at the moment, because you're all running on the eye of the desire, and you're living your life through experiences of pleasure. And if there is none like that, the way you expect at the moment, then you think, oh, it will never be. But you can't say that. Just because you can't see something right now in front of you, it doesn't mean it will never be. It just means it's not now. And that is what life is all about. It's always in emotion, and you may not see something at the moment that you're hoping and expecting or desiring, but there is no telling that when it will come, because it will come just for sure in a little later on. It's like saying, I'm hungry, there's no food, then there would be no food forever. No, it's just right now you can't, until you start walking toward that restaurant there or go get the ingredients, or the ingredients are available in the stores. They finally arrive from the market, you buy it, and you make your food. So just because something is not available right now doesn't mean it will never be available. But this is what human being has been conditioned to only believe what we can see or what we can know. If you don't see something that you want, or if you don't know that it will be, then you think that it'll never be. That's how we are conditioned. If we see or know, then we believe it. If we don't see or don't know, we don't believe it. Look at everything that you've experienced in life. It's always been like that. But lo and behold, you always know that even there was a time that you couldn't see something, or you didn't know that it will be, but that very thing did become a reality later on, way after you thought it's impossible, it's never going to happen. It did. So what I'm trying to tell you is that just because you cannot see, or you don't know, you have no evidence to believe it, it doesn't mean it will not happen. Right? That's all I'm saying here. So if you don't happen to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if you don't happen to feel the love of, or haven't found the love of your life, or whatever it is that you're hoping that relationship would be, it just doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means it hasn't happened yet. That's all. So continue your life, do your things. And Valentine's Day is no day that, unless I have a girlfriend on Valentine's Day, then that means it doesn't count if I have it a month later. Oh, who cares? You're looking for the emotion, or you're looking for the time stamp. It's going to go expire. My emotions and love will no longer be available if it's past February 14th. It's a milk carton to have an expiry date on it. So having said all that, all be jubilant about life, because that's the main theater, that all these things happen in it. Focus on your life, build your life, make something out of yourself, be confident, feel good about yourself, with or without a relationship, and then the relationships will find you, because you feel great and you exude that kind of an energy. That's the lure for people to have the gravitations towards you. So, having said that, let's see who else has made a comment here. And Jordan says she broke up with me over a text message after a few years being together, and I never heard from her again. Well, it wasn't a text message. It was other things that she had been brewing inside, and she was looking for an excuse to make you feel that it was your fault. So she chose that and then freed herself from not being considered disloyal or lack of faithfulness to the relationship. Usually people try to find somebody else to blame for what they have been thinking to do. So don't worry about it. There's nothing your fault or her fault. You guys are all dynamically growing and developing in your consciousness level, and then you become a different person with different expectations and standards as you grow, and things change, and therefore one of you acts on it. So she did. So big deal. You're still who you are. It doesn't matter who does react to you in a certain way or not. That does not make you who you are. You have made you who you are. Going through these experiences makes you who you are. What you accomplish in life makes you who you are. How you're conditioned in your consciousness makes you who you are. So none of these events of breaking up or being with someone or finding someone or losing, that's not going to change you. It's just going to make a certain emotion to come to the surface, and you'll experience that, you learn that, and you go on and you become a better, wiser, more knowledgeable person about these sort of things. Oops. I guess, you know what? I just noticed that I am actually recording it with another camera, which I used to do, the good camera with the good quality, but I forgot I'm about a half a meter lower, so I can see I'm being recorded. My eyeglasses are showing. So if I upload that, everybody will see. Half a head and two eyes are talking, and they can't see it. All right, okay, let's get back to the show here. Emmanuel says, what? No, let's see who else says what. Varg said, my child offered me a gift today. That's a real Valentine. That's a real Valentine. That's a real love. Emmanuel says, why is it that some girls still cheat even though you love them with all your heart? Is it ignorance or malice? Neither one. They're not you. You love them. They don't love you. Because if they did just the same reason that you don't cheat on them because you love them, they wouldn't cheat on you because they love you. But just because you love something, that doesn't mean that that thing or that person would also love you back. Just because you are decent and committed and faithful to a relationship, to a person, to whatever you're into, it doesn't mean that the other side will also be faithful. You have you're a different consciousness, different set of values, different set of interests and emotions and reasons for being in a relationship that you are. And if it's suitable to you, that's to you, but doesn't mean that the other side will also feel the same way. So no big deal. So what? There's no formula about it. It just means that's your cue to say, well, I don't want you because you're cheating on me. Therefore, that's the end of that. Why should you question it? You should take all these cues as the reason if that person is still qualified to be with you or not. Instead, when someone cheats on the other one, you think it's personal. Oh, she cheated on me. That means somebody else is better than me. That means I'm not good enough. That means my value as... Who died and left her in charge that her actions would make you valuable or not valuable? Instead, you should say, well, this behavior of hers or his, whatever it is that you guys are, man, woman, or whatever, then you say this behavior would mean that I'm no longer finding you qualified, because I'm not looking for a girlfriend who does these sort of things. I'm looking for some certainty, some quality, some faithfulness, some seriousness. If I'm supposed to build something, I want to use material that are solid, they will hold the structure that I'm going to build on it. I'm not going to be building something on shallow grounds or material that is going to bend so easily or ever at all. Not for me. So that means I disqualify these material, these land, these footings, because they're not suitable for what I want to erect, what I want to build, that is. Keep your minds clean. So, therefore, you just walk away and say, she or he is not qualified. Instead, you think, oh, that action means I'm not qualified. No, that action means he or she is not qualified. Whoever is not being true to the relationship or worthy of sharing that kind of a experience in relationship, in this journey of life. That's how you should look at it. Instead, you guys somehow lose the confidence that you have in yourself by the actions of somebody else, negative actions of somebody else. It doesn't make sense, does it? Varg says 7 years. She says, is my girlfriend so cute? What? Varg says 7 years. She says, is my girlfriend so cute? My soulmate, my child. So, okay, I'm a little bit lost in that, but that's all right. I guess I kind of understand what you want to say. Or it doesn't matter really, because we are talking in general. It says, thanks for your advice, my friend. I see life more clear after breakup. Yeah, and you will see it more and more clearer as you have experiences and you really see what is the most important thing in life. What is the most important thing you should focus in life? You come to understand that it's not always a relationship. Because relationship, you often want it because it brings you pleasure. And pleasure is not going to be what a relationship can be built in a solid manner. Pleasure is pleasure, and every relationship can have a certain pleasure. But pursuing a relationship because it brings you pleasure is not really going to give you a good quality or mean that you have a relationship with good qualities. It just means you're after fulfilling your desire by experiencing pleasure through something, and that pleasure has hooked you on, making you think this is the right relationship. Just because something has pleasure for you, makes you feel good, doesn't mean it's the match, doesn't mean it's suitable, doesn't mean it's good for you. Just because something makes you feel good, in this case a relationship, pleasure through a relationship, doesn't mean that the relationship is also the right relationship or it's good for you. So again, we go back to that thing that we commonly use. Just because something makes you feel good doesn't mean it's good for you. It has to meet other criteria. And just because everybody says, oh, you have to have a girlfriend, you have to have a boyfriend, and then you don't. And on certain days that is commercialized, like today, oh, I feel so lost, I feel so lonely. Why? The sun came out today, it's like yesterday, the problems are the same, the blessings are the same, you still have to pay your rent, you still have to go to work, you still have to do your homework, you still have to cook, you still have to do this and that. All responsibilities, duties are the same every day. But suddenly today, if you don't have a girlfriend, or you do, then you're bad or good, or you're happy or not so happy. Well, what does that have to do with anything? It just means in one of the days of the year, like many other days of the year, you didn't happen to have everything the way you wanted it to be. On this day, just like maybe it was 2 weeks ago, you didn't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you didn't care. But suddenly the same condition exists today, and suddenly it's so important, and I'm so devastated because I don't have what I didn't have 2 weeks ago on this day. Well, what's the significance on this day? Because everybody says you should have. Who says that? It's all commercial conditioning, that we should suppose to be conditioned to think that way. No, 2 weeks ago you were okay with not having a being in a relationship, and you should be okay today too. And 2 weeks from now you may still not have a relationship. That's all right too. Life goes on. There's amazing, beautiful opportunities in life that you're dealing with every day and negotiating life every day. It has nothing to do with being in a relationship or not. You can still be amazingly happy and successful. And then, lo and behold, the relationship will come to you. You don't have to be so hasty about it. The more you are enthused and nervous about it, the further it goes, like shadow. But the more you're confident and happy, you have this energy and aura that makes your whole surrounding feel amazingly inviting. And that also invites other people to get to know you. You get to know them, and eventually you may decide, that's something to write home about. Maybe I like to pursue that. That could be last week, could be today, could be 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now. But today has no significance. It's just something like, I don't know, something to celebrate. Either way you celebrate it. You celebrate if you're in a relationship, celebrate if you're not in a relationship with someone, but you're in a relationship with life. You're in a relationship with what you want to accomplish in this life, with your plans. You're in a relationship with the kind of character and quality of the person, a persona that you are designing of yourself, and on the midst of trying to make that to be the version that you prefer you to be. So, I don't want to see anybody feel like, I'm missing something if I'm not in a relationship today. No, you're not. It's just a hoopla. You can have your relationship and your Valentine's Day on any time in your life when you are in a relationship. If you want to celebrate it, then celebrate it. It doesn't have to be, oh, I have to have a girlfriend or boyfriend on February 14th. Oh, what happens? We have 2 sons on this day? No. What happens? So it's all about conditioning. Don't fall for it. Just be happy always, all the time. Mm-hmm. Aha. And Varg says something very philosophical, very important. And hear me out. Everybody ready? Says, do not forget to like the live stream. Oh yeah, that's correct. Click on like if you haven't. God damn it, it's a free live stream. So pay up, click on like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And Emmanuel says, when I talk to other people about you, I don't know how to address you or what title to give you. Something simple, like His Highness or something like that. His Majesty or something like that. I mean, it's nothing. I'm very humble, so don't worry about it. Call me what you like. You can call me Shmail. You can call me Jack. You can call me George. You can call me... I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that program on TV. It was funny. The guy who was talking like this. Varg says, title, he's a guardian angel to all of us. All of you is lost. Well, thank you very much, guys. Just don't make a big deal out of it. I'm just a humble man trying to find his way in the universe. All right, guys. Can you see now how beautiful life can be if you just simply want it to be beautiful, using all the little things, little blessings that you have in life? Every little thing can make you happy. But if you make your happiness conditioned on some one thing that you seem to be wanting or should be wanting or programmed to want, then your whole life is based on that one thing. If that one thing doesn't happen at a certain time that you want, then you feel that you have a miserable life. That's not true. Focus on all the wonderful things. For heaven's sake, the fact that you have a place to sleep, many don't. I'm telling you, sleeping in the streets. The fact that you have something to drink. Honestly, this tea, organic chamomile by Taylor's from Harrogate. Isn't that amazing tea? From UK, of course. You have something to drink, you have some food to eat, some place to sleep, be safe. This is really essence of happiness. If you're healthy, your loved ones are around you, are healthy, have a reasonable life. That's all. The rest of it is just a game, up and down. Sometimes this way, sometimes that way. Just like the weather. Rainy, stormy, sunny, mild, harsh, cold, warm. That's how it is. We bounce with all of it. Relationship's the same. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're in love, sometimes you're not. But you always should have something to be looking forward to, and that is making a better person, a stronger person out of yourself. through the thick and thin. That is what makes you who you are. And that's what you should be focusing on and base your happiness on. Who you are, what you love, and what your connection with life is. That's it. Nobody can take that away from you. At least no other partner can do that. And Emmanuel says, can we say you are a philosopher? Oh, I'm just another idiot like everyone else. Nothing really serious here. Sometimes I say things that make sense. And Var says, my opinion, mates. Yeah. Nikki says, hi, Mehran. Hello, Nikki. Good to see you. Varg says, 12 people. See. Give a like, mates. Yeah, there are 14 of us. I better see at least 14 likes here. And Var says, all hail to Mehran. Thank you. Baby Yoda says, it's nice to find a mentor. My parents never taught me a lot of what I have learned here. Very helpful and insightful information. I'm delighted that you're enjoying the channel and live talks. This is why really I started this whole thing. You know, no other agenda. I remember when the whole thing started. I always wanted to share something from my experiences or from experience of young people who are going through breakups and so on, and I wanted them to see something that I couldn't see maybe when I was younger, but I could see when I was older, and I wanted you guys all to see what you will see later on now. With the knowledge of future, you negotiate your today. And that would be a blessing. And if I can have a small part of that to help guide you, to bring you information that you will come to years from now, but now, then we made headways. You will have a better, smoother sailing through your journey of life. And that is my intention. And because of that, now, 6 years later, we have over 1,600 videos on this channel, all free for everyone to use from around the world, if they can find us. Bloody hell, we are invisible. But if you're looking for answer, and if you're looking for answer bigger than how to get your ex back, and text this and fool her this way, fool him that way, trick this, trick that. If you want deeper than that, why you feel the way you do, how is your psyche put together? What are the ingredients of your consciousness? What is the role of your thoughts and consciousness and the relationship between the two? What about your ego, desire, pleasure, and fear? What is the role of these ingredients, these fragments of your psyche, in how you negotiate your daily life, how you feel, act, and react? If you really are looking for answers of that sort, the answer is in you, not in something or buy something. Of course, buy my books. But other than that, buy something, stuff like that. So for that reason, we have over 1,600 videos here on this channel. Anything under the sun that you can think of after breakup, pretty much anything under the sun that you can think of after breakup, we have a video on it. Just go on my search engine of my channel. Write in a word that describes how you feel. And there might be or must be a bunch of videos on it. If not 10, maybe 2. And so if that wasn't enough, go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com. Mindthatseekstruth.com. Here comes the commercial. And look for the button that says talk to Mehran via Skype. Because if the 1,600 videos didn't do it for free, and if the live talks didn't do it for free, bloody well, then you got to be probably looking for something to pay in order to get out of that. And for that, you go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com. You click on Talk to Mehran via Skype, and we will explore what's concerning you together, one-on-one on Skype, and we'll figure out what's going on. And for that, you got to pay. So, or if you don't have that kind of a budget, Of course, by the way, if you make an appointment for 1 hour and you're a new client, I'll give you another hour free. So we'll have a 2-hour session instead of one. But you can't carry it over to another appointment. It's all done in that one appointment. So, and then we have a more thrifty budget program on the site too, mind@6truth.com. You can go on the email version and you can write your case. Not a long 10 pages thingy, you know, maximum half a page. and I'll read it and I'll record a response 4 to 8 minutes depending what the response would be, because that's the maximum I can send through email, and send you back a voicemail for that question. That's only a nominal $10. But all of these can help the channel. Of course, the books. I highly recommend every single one of you to pick up the book called Me, My Psyche, and I. Me, My Psyche, and I. You can purchase them on my site, mind@6truth.com. On print, they're expensive because they're heavy. They're like, I don't know, 360 pages on that book. And to ship it around the world, the shipping is included in the price. So that's going to be expensive. But if you can afford it, then let me know. I'll sign it for you, make a quote for you, and send it to you. Otherwise, you can buy the same book for 1/10 of the price on ebook version on my site, mind@6truth.com. Did I mention the name on my site? Mind@6truth.com. So you will remember it. And then, of course, you will see other perks that I have on the site for your convenience and remedy your situation. So, having said all that, plugged all that, that's what we did this channel. But unfortunately, we are invisible. Algorithm doesn't recognize us, still doesn't. So I want you guys to please do something by sharing the videos on social media, talking about it on, I don't know, chat venues, I don't know, Reddit, Discord, whatever it is, and talk to your, I don't know, local newspaper or radio station or TV newscasters. They're all always looking for some new stuff, and introduce our channel to them, and maybe they'll like to do an interview with us. All right, having plugged all that, let's get back to business here. And Danielle just changed my name. Says, howdy, Mehran. There's an N. You're not even close. N and B and M are close to each other on the buttons on the keyboard, but D is all the way the other side. How did you get Mehran there? And anyhow, Sunny Chu says, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Sunny, you had a question today, and I did respond to you on the comments. Says, got to run, stopped in to support. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much, Sunny. Happy Valentine's to you too as well. And Peggy Thol says, hi, friend. Hi, friend, send me this link. What's up, everyone? Well, that was a good friend and did you a wonderful solid, as Seinfeld. What is it, Cosmo? What's his name? I forgot his last name, actually. Anyhow, that's what he says. Did a solid for you to introduce you to this channel, and we're delighted to have you here. And I hope that you will get more of what's available in this channel once you go through the videos that we have on the channel, not just a live talk. But you can ask your questions while you're here. And Peggy says, I subbed to support. Hallelujah. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. The ones who haven't subscribed, please click on subscribe button. It takes a second and it costs you nothing. You can't beat that, can you? That was from, what was it? That was from Star Wars. Varg says, hi Peggy. Okay, good. Peggy says, help grow this channel. Share the video links to help it grow. YouTube tracks that stuff. Yeah, please do. Thanks for somebody else repeating that. Maybe they'll listen to you, Peggy. They haven't to me. And Luna says, Salam Mehran. Salam Luna. Good to see you, dear. Says, how are you? I'm good. Sitting here with my tea, and all of you guys having a great time. And it's sunny day out there, by the way. And I wish I knew how to manipulate this system here. I will learn it, because there are a bunch of wonderful pictures of Reina wanted to show you the name of the new little puppy that joined our family, and we're having a great time. In fact, I'm puppy sitting today after our show. I will be going to my son's place, and I'll take care of her while he and his fiancée will go to snowboarding. I used to ski, but I haven't done that for a long time. So now let's get back to what we have here. Vark says, my child have 7 years. She offered me a gift today, and she says she is my girlfriend. So cute of her. Yes, make me cry inside. Happy cry. Good for you, Vark. You're a good daddy. Good for you. Peggy says, okay, take care, everyone. See you later. Thank you, Peggy, for stopping by. Appreciate it. And what else we have here? Woo. Luna says, 35, female, back in the UK. No more jet setting for a while. Okay then. We get to have a chat with you then. Now you're back in town. Feeling blessed? Good, Luna. Wolf of Sparta says, nope, I don't feel like caring about Valentine's Day. I'm actually focused on my future, trying to find work in Japan. That's my focus more than anything. Okay, good. Wonderful. Keep it up. Go get what you want, and you will. Bark says, each one knows how to love in his own way, the way it matters. Little, the essential thing is that you know how to love. Yes, it's true. Wolf of Sparta says, have you tried Japanese black tea? I love Korean and Japanese tea. They are so good and healthy, especially Korean ginseng. Good. Enjoy it. Yes, I've had all kinds of teas in my life. And Japanese teas are also wonderful. Of course, you know the tea ceremony. I think it's mostly green tea, though. And Shaki Guerra says, hi. Hello, Shaki. Please don't forget, guys, we have a protocol here. If you're new to us, let us know your gender, age, and where you're tuning in from. Like male 23, I don't know, Dallas, Texas. Or male 24, Dallas, Texas, in case of David. or if you're a lady, that would be F, age, and then where you're tuning from. However your gender is signified, that plus age, and then where you're tuning in from. And Ramirez says, thank you for your teachings. You've helped me a great deal over the past years. I'm delighted that the channel has been helpful to you, Ramirez. Don't forget us. Mention us in any chat room that you can. Share the videos. Let the people know. Unless you guys do something about it, this channel will die from being unknown. Because if it doesn't have enough subscribers, it doesn't produce any economic viability. There would be no money from the advertisements coming to us. And you know that we don't get much super chat here either. Like it's like I don't know, the tradition here is changed. We don't have it. And I have no idea why even, what is it? There's other instruments that people support channels. I forgot it. Anyhow, I'm a member in that too, but I get nothing in there either. And I'm surprised that nobody buys our merchandise either. We have so many t-shirts and so on with my sayings on it, printed on it, the logo and the saying, and nobody has bought them either. I wonder what's going on with us. Everybody's helping for us to be buried and not become visible or economically viable. Because if you're not economically viable, eventually there would be no economic justifications. And if I was a millionaire, yes, I would continue it. But otherwise, the time would be more constrained, and I would have to pay attention to things that needs to be done to support this channel, because that's what I'm doing all the time. it's so. Having said that, let's see what else. So please do promote the channel however you can, legally. Wolf of Sparta says, I hope to be wise as you are. I'm sure you are. You just will figure it out, find out. It's inside you. And perhaps this channel is there for you to be a catalyst for, getting that kind of a calculations or considerations start its engine in you, in your consciousness. Emmanuel says, how about many unlisted videos do you have? How about how many unlisted videos you have? Oh, do you recommend them a lot? Unlisted videos? Well, I probably have a bunch, but I don't really know how many. I'm probably going to release them all. If I have any, I'll find them and release them. Akron says, hello, I'm just saying hi. Hello, Akron. Don't forget the protocol. Gender, age, and where you're tuning in from. That helps me out to know how far am I reaching, which countries, what age group, gender, and especially if you ask a question, that will help me to know how to package it back to you according to the information that I could have. Maybe where you come from gives me some cultural background. Your age tells me how to perhaps describe the response, and of course the gender will also help me to know how to address you and refer to the question appropriately. And Warg kindly advertises the fact that everybody please like the channel. That'll help it. That's right. Please do. Shaki says, female 26 UK. Thank you for that, Shaki. I appreciate that. And welcome to our channel. Welcome to our layers. That's Dr. Evil says. So David says, there we go. There you go. There you go yourself, David. Patreon. Thank you. That's what it is. Patreon. Yeah, we get nothing from Patreon. I've got a good page there too. Spent lots of time to design it. That was like a year ago or so, 2 years ago, and here too. But somehow I don't know. And Shaki says, I will share your channel on a Facebook group for girls. Haha. Good. Please do, by all means. And if you guys have a huge group, if you can arrange it, then maybe I'll be doing a speaking engagement only for that particular group on Facebook or whatever it is. I don't know how it's done, but I can do it, I guess. Diana says, hello, I'm 20 years old. I'm from Bulgaria. Hello, and thank you for that. Says, your videos made me feel much better since I broke up with my ex. I'm delighted to hear that. And she says, Diana says, I learned many new things like respecting myself more and enjoying the present. I am really thankful for you. Subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's wonderful. That's what I like to hear. And Emmanuel says, yes, I agree with you. I think you should publish all those unlisted videos. Yeah, I think I should. All right, so we have 15 people here, and I hope that I will see at least 15 likes here, and hopefully that we'll have more questions, because I think I plan on being here for another, let's see, 25, half an hour. Another half an hour to possibly 45 minutes max. So if you guys have any questions, shoot. Ricky says hi. Hello, Ricky. Don't forget the protocol, Ricky. So are we done? No questions? Should I just go for a walk? You know, I have a couple of other YouTube videos that I made on other Valentine's days. That was a few years ago. I think for a couple of years, every year I made a Valentine's video, but that's a Valentine's video. Valentine's Day video, not a live talk. Live talks is just recently. By the way, I think this is now number 429 live talk. I believe it's that many. Let's see how many we have. Let's see how many we have. 429 is live. 14. Yeah, this is number 429. Can you imagine? 429 live talks. And each of these have been at least average of 2 hours. We've had a 5-hour live talk. Can you imagine? I've been sitting here for 5 hours and answering questions. 4 hours, 3 hours. We've had 1 hour, but mostly average 2 hours. So and each one of these live talks at least had maybe 10 or 20 questions. So we're looking at about 10,000 more little short segments of questions and answer that could be turned into individual videos. So really collectively we have over like 11,600 videos, if you want to count it like that, consider it like that. So almost anything you can think of under the sun, it's right here in this channel. Just go on my search engine of my channel, type in the word that describes your feeling, your emotion, your concern. There's bound to be a bunch of videos on it. And if that wasn't enough, go on my site, mind@6truth.com, click on Talk to Mehran via Skype, and make an appointment. And for 1 hour appointment, I'll give you another hour on me. So it'll be 2 hours that we can explore what's concerning you. Or you can send me an email through the site, which is nominal fee, and then I will record a 4 minutes or 5 minutes response to you. Send it back by an email, because it can't be sent any bigger file than 5 or 8 minutes video. And of course, don't forget to look at the books. You can take a look at the table of contents of each book. It will open up. You click on it, or there's a button underneath each book that you open up. It lets you read a chapter, sample chapter. And if you like it, I highly recommend to pick up Me, My Psyche and I. Me, My Psyche and I. It's an amazingly helpful book to know about thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire. You got many more, meditation, mind and body coordination, energy of the universe, talking about the mind needs a home, how to take your thoughts out of the consciousness, how to stop time. These are all topics that helps you to ponder and encourages you to think and see, maybe there are different things that you can explore in thinking. And of course, if you are having transient thoughts that are not invited, they're not welcomed, but they appear to your head, and you say, what the hell are they? Where do they come from? What do they mean? Do they define me? Why are they here? How do I manage it? Then you pick up a book that I have on my site, mind@6truth.com, and it's called Transient Thoughts and Me. Transient Thoughts and Me. That gives you lots of information about what these thoughts are, how to understand them, how to deal with them, where do they come from, things that I have been able to understand and share with you in that book. Having said that, let's get back here. And David says, are you still active on Instagram? David, I kind of dried up because I had hired someone, and monthly I had a fee I would pay, and he started the thingy Instagram for me, and we went up to like 200-300 subscribers or people, followers. And then my son gave me a shout out on his channel, and suddenly it went up to about 900. 1,000. I think we went to 1,000. So we went a little bit over 1,000. Then I had to stop paying for it because it was too much. The channel wasn't making any money really that much to spend that kind of money. When we don't have money, we can't spend it. So therefore I stopped that. And a young lady from India who used to work for a company that I used to help the founders of that company and all the employees of that company, and they all used to call me uncle. And she got in touch with me and she said, I'll do this. When I talked with her, I said, she said, I can do this. I'm very good at it, and I'll write a article for you in the newspaper in India, and because you helped me so much, I want to pay back. I said, well, I'll pay you even, not a problem. So we were arranging that, and then she said, I'll start this and this and date. I didn't hear from her again. I contact her to see how's everything. Is your family, everybody's okay? She said, I'll start tomorrow, and then tomorrow never came. So eventually she disappeared. I guess she must have felt that it's going to be too much work for her. And I said, listen, if you don't want to do it, just let me know if you guys are okay, because there's no sound coming out of you guys. You don't have to do it. Just let me know. I'd never heard from her again. So now I'm in a limbo. I stopped that one, and with the hope of that this young lady will take care of the Instagram and the Facebook, and she was going to do all these programs for me and create a group and all that. So it all sounded like she knows what she's doing, but never materialized. So I'm in a limbo. I've left it because I really don't know how. I kind of know, but I'm lazy to do it. I'm good at some things, and I'm not really interested to do or maybe don't have enough time to do it. But I should learn it myself. It says, we have expression in Farsi, says, کس نخارد پشت من جز ناخن انگشت من, which means nobody's going to scratch my back but my own fingertip. So that means if I really want it done, I got to do it myself. So unless somebody out of you guys will say, hey, listen, I'll take on that challenge and I'll help you with the Facebook and Instagram and all that, and I know what the hell I'm doing. But until then, we just hope that it will be okay. So that's the answer, David. And Emmanuel says, is your son helping you with the publicity of show? Oh, my son is very busy himself, and every time he gets a chance, he gives me a shout out, and that helps a lot. But it's not, and we don't think it is good to constantly promote your relatives' channels on your channel. It's just not the way to be done. I just feel that way. And Sunny Rivers says, happy day, people. Happy to you as well. Tia Tate says, female, United States, and says, thank you for your videos. I am no longer fixated over my relationship. Aha, good. Disappointment. I'm living my best life and focusing on what is important. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Don't forget about us. Constantly promote the channel. If it's not something you want to, if it's not the videos about relationship and breakups, you can go on my channel's playlist called Psyche. Psyche. It has lots of videos have nothing to do with relationship, all to do with the movement of mind. Things about meditation, things about the power of mind, things about unliftable body, things about thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, ego, a mechanical process, order, material process, pleasure. All of these are in that playlist, and you can share some of those videos in order to promote us. So don't forget about us. Just when you guys come out of your little challenge and you get on moving and move on because of stuff that this channel helped you out, don't forget about the channel. We still need you to promote it, to check it out, to look at the new things. Click on the bell. If I have new videos coming out, you will get to know it and reinforce yourself, become stronger, always, continuously. Build yourself and then focus on your life and accomplish the task that you set out to accomplish. So don't forget, just because you're out of the mud, don't leave us behind. We still need your attention and your promotions. And Tara says, good morning, Tara. Don't forget, Tara, where you tuning in from, how old are you, and your gender. We appreciate it to know how far we're reaching. And Emmanuel says it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit today here in Boston. 23 degrees, that's cold, isn't it? Yeah, it's about 3 degrees below zero, something like that. Akron says, good morning, Tara. Okay, they're talking to each other, so I'm just here doing nothing. Nobody loves me. So Jenny says, hi. Hello, Jenny. And David says, those short videos you posted on Instagram did well. Uh, that's easy enough to do and is free. Yeah, I should do that. I have to admit, sometimes when things are not going well, you start hitting on so many different corners which you really don't. You're kind of dissipating your focus. I got to be more focused on one or two things rather than just trying to see all the things that needs to be done, then say, oh, I don't have time for all of it, and do nothing. None of it. I just want to talk to you guys and make videos, that's all. I want something else to promote it. And because of some other business that I have that supports this channel and puts puts food on table, I don't have that much time that I would like to, but I should learn how to organize it. Jenny says, what do you do? Who, Jenny? And Jenny says, sometimes ask me out today. Jenny, I'm having a hard time to understand what scenario you're describing. And Valerie says, I will never forget you, always checking in. Thank you. I know that, Valerie, and I appreciate that. Very kind of you. And Emmanuel says, I'm still waiting for your apartment tour, Lola. Yeah. As soon as I make it more organized. Emmanuel says, I want to see your place. Yeah, well. Jenny says, someone asked me out. Well, I guess I'm sure you will find someone who would be interested. But this is not a dating channel, for heaven's sake, Jenny. And to begin with, you would need to let everyone know where you're tuning in from and what the protocol asks. Jenny is from UK. And your age, Jenny, how old are you? Why? Because everybody who's in this channel, I need to know how old they are, their gender, and where they're coming, when they're tuning in from. When I know which country, that helps me a little bit culturally to know what your cultural background is. If you have a question, then I would know how maybe to work that in considering your background. Your age, I should definitely know if you're at legal age, how old you are, to know the wording and the responses that I can give you would be appropriate, or should I at all give you any responses if you're too young, and I would prefer you ask your parents rather than being here. And at the same time, it will help me to know what stage of life you are in. You're in 20s, you're in 30s, you're in 40s. That again shapes my answer relevant to what you're asking for. And gender, of course, is important for me to know, so I would know how to tailor make the answers. So Jenny says she's 18, from UK, and she's a female. Thank you for that. So that would be F18 UK, female 18 UK. That's the protocol. And thank you for that. So, guys, anything else? We are almost hitting another 20 minutes, and that's it for the day. That's our Valentine's talk. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So we have another 20 minutes. I'll hang around and see if anybody would like to discuss something that is of importance to them. Otherwise, it would be maybe time for all of you to get back to your things. I guess in UK, it's about 10 o'clock at night. What is it? Is it 9:40 in UK? Baby Yoda says, male 24, Washington. Oh, my goodness, Washington. You know what? That's Washington States, right? Not DC. Baby Yoga. And Baby Yoga says, Baby Yoga says, I was flirting with a cashier when all of a sudden she stopped talking to me. I later remembered I didn't brush my teeth after I had a spicy burger. Embarrassing and funny. Okay. All right. Maybe she just thought that it's not appropriate flirting. Maybe that was it. Maybe she was busy for doing her thing. She didn't want to be seen as she's fraternizing with a customer. It could be about their policies, or it could be about her personal preference. But whatever it is you now know. And Ian Sharp says 25 male UK. Great speaking with you on Skype yesterday. Oh, Ian, hello, dear. Ah, yes. Thank you for your great advice and wisdom. My pleasure. I'm delighted that you're feeling better, and you should. You have no reason not to. Age 25, you're on top of the world, and that's what you should be focusing on. Top of the world, not something that is far below you, beneath you, or things that is not strong enough or big enough to keep you from moving on forward to what it is that you've set out to accomplish in life. Good. I'm glad that you're here. And Jenny says, can you advise to my boyfriend about my feelings? But Jenny, I don't know your feelings, and I don't know your relationship with your boyfriend. So perhaps, once we know, maybe, you have a question, then through the answer, maybe your boyfriend will also tune in and find out. And Shaki says, how do you stop caring about Van X when you still get on with them? He used to be codependent on me and had personal difficulties. Shaki, I need a little bit more clear or clearer information. I'm not sure if I understand. So how do you stop caring about Van X? I don't know what Van X is. One's ex, maybe, about one's ex, when you still get on with them. That means you're still in contact with your ex, even though you guys broke up. And she says, he used to be codependent on me and had personal difficulties. Okay. And how you want to know how to stop caring? Well, you can't stop caring. You're a human being, and you're obviously a caring human being. And most human beings, unless they're pathologically, psychopaths, they're caring. We are a caring species. So it's not about stop caring. It's about putting your focus on something that you need to do in order to move on. But you can't stop caring. You will always care. And that's okay. But you make it clear that to maybe diminish your attention, you kind of wean that dependency away by gently scheduling that into how you format the relationship after breakup. Emmanuel says, it caught my attention very much that in one of your videos you said that you really enjoyed how cold the water was in the Caspian Sea. No. I didn't say how cold the water was in Caspian Sea. I think you were talking about the Misugi exercise meditation that I did with my students. We went to mountain parts where in winter time when it was very cold, and we meditated, and then we plunged into the super cold water. Or my training when I was in university, which we would be taken to mountainside where waterfalls were frozen a couple of weeks before, and then in the middle of winter we would meditate and learn how to focus when we go under that cold water. But Caspian Sea is not cold water unless it's a cold day, winter time, I guess. Shaki says, thank you, you're quite welcome, Shaki. Emmanuel says, isn't it dangerous to go swim in cold waters? Well, if you, obviously if you swim a lot and you get, you're subject to cold and you lose the body heat, and then that could become dangerous. Yeah, sure. But I didn't swim a long time in any cold water. The Misugi meditation, or the waterfall Misugi, we would call it. It's a different exercise that strengthens the power of focus while you meditate and you get to that stage of focus, and then in that stage you walk into cold water and then try to keep that focus while the distraction of environment, which in this case being a super cold water, is trying to get your mind off of your focal point, which is the small point in lower abdomen that we've talked about it in many of my videos, and then you try to hold that while you're being distracted with the elements, in this case cold water. And that's the purpose of it, because once you come out, then your mind has learned through some hardship challenge, it can still stay focused, which helps you to learn you can stay focused on what it is you want to accomplish in life, despite of some challenges, distractions, and so you won't be on focus and see through what you're out there trying to accomplish, whether it's your studies in school, sporting events, project challenges, or possibly even tolerance in your relationships. It all has to do with our ability to endure in our consciousness, in our mind, and that is an exercise to strengthen the mind and learn its powers and power of focus. It teaches about concentration is power, and not concentrating on something, it turns to take away the power. And we have discussed this in many of my videos, how to prove that concentration is actually power. If you get a magnifying glass, and in light, weak sun ray of an afternoon winter, like today, there's a little sun out there, but it's very weak, just light, bright, but there is no really hot sunshine. So if you get a magnifying glass and have the weak sun ray in the winter afternoon, to pass through it and then focus it, concentrate that ray from the other side of the magnifying glass on a piece of paper, you can create fire, right? The paper catches fire because you concentrated that weak ray. But if you now reverse it and come to a hot, summerish sun, noontime, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., noontime, hot summer, and you use a different lens, not a magnifying glass, a projection lens, and then you have that sun ray pass through the projection lens, you can never create a fire on the other side of it, because it expands, it dissipates it. It takes away the concentration. Even if it's a hot ray coming in, you can turn it into something of no strength, which means concentration is power, and not being able to concentrate takes away your power, just like the magnifying glass was doing with the weak ray in the afternoon of a winter and turn it into a powerful ray to catch fire on the piece of paper, and then a different lens which dissipates the ray, strong ray of the sun in the summertime, and makes that become weak, which was strong to begin with. So through meditation and these exercises of waterfall misugi and meditations and regular bell misugi and so on, we try to encourage and enhance the power of mind and teach it how to stay focused while there's so many distractions. Then we can use that power in life, which where there are lots of distractions of all sorts, whether you're studying and you broke up and you're distracted, or whether it's a project you want to do and I don't know, TV's on or whatever you want to study, or other projects that you want to do and you're distracted with many other things of life matters, then your mind has learned to exercise its powers and ability to stay focused and be there to see through that what it is you want to see through. The key here, remember, is not to understand how to become one with the universe and be able to focus and become that powerful, as I have shown in one of my videos, which is only 59 seconds, which is a short portion of a seminar I did at a local university about the power of mind and fear and thoughts, the relationship between the two. And on that 59 seconds, which I will try to find it and put the link here, you can see how mind becomes powerful when it's exercising in a certain way, to the point that the person just lifted me up a second ago, that same person and same me, same mass, was not liftable the next moment. It has to do with the way that a thought comes into the picture and the mind focuses. So through these exercises, we learn how to focus. But the key is not to be able to do that for a moment. The key is how long you can keep it there. You can keep that focus. That's where the real key is. That's why we do all these exercises, to encourage learning and becoming capable and able to keep that amazing, powerful state longer, not just for a second. So let me see if I can find that for you guys and put it in here for your review. It's only 59 seconds. You can take a look at it even right now as we talk about. Okay, we say power of mind. All right, that didn't work. Mind, power. There it is. There it is. All right. Here's for you guys to take a look at this if you haven't. And I will go on to answer. You can take a 59 seconds to watch this right now and see what I mean. All right, I give you 1 minute to take a look at that, and then I come back and discuss what Ishan asks. Ishan says, is suicide a bad thing? If yes, what makes it bad? Well, suicide is a bad thing, that's for sure, 100%. There's no ifs and buts about it. But that's a long discussion, but I'm going to show you what we have here. Because as you remember, I said pretty much anything under the sun, we've talked about it. So this second one is about suicide. This third one is about suicide. And this fourth one is another one about suicide that I recommend you guys watch it, whoever is asking that question. All right. So one of them is called Breakup and Suicide. Can you see the future? The other one, the second one I put in there says, I broke up and I think about suicide. And the third one says, I think about suicide. So these are all the videos. One of them is 22 minutes, the other one 30 minutes, the other one 29 minutes. And you can watch these because that subject is a worthy of discussion, but definitely is nothing that anyone could find it helpful in any way, shape, or form. First of all, a very short. I mean, if you're here and capable and able to make things change, even a little bit, your life, your destiny, everything, and you don't find it possible to change a certain situation, then why do you think that if someone suicides, they can actually make that change or make what they want come to them after having committed suicide, which means not even being here? When you're already here and you have all the chances to wait and see what happens in the future and what other opportunities comes your way, that what changes takes place in you, and the situation resolves itself by just the mere fact that there are so many other happenings in life in this journey. What makes you think that you should give up this all opportunities that brings remedy to this situation, that one might entertain such ideas by simply committing suicide, which you wouldn't even be here to even know who feels sorry for you or not? If that's what you're hoping, that, oh, if I go, then they will feel sorry for me. No, who cares if they feel sorry for you or not? You won't even be here to see it. So the idea is to be here, to stick it here, to learn that I'm here to be rejected, to be feeling bad, in order to rise and become stronger for my next few days or weeks from now, which I will, or months from now, or a year from now, that I will be over this feeling, and then I will still be having the opportunity to explore and enjoy and appreciate the luck that I have to be in this world and experience amazing things that could come my way. But I'm not going to take that away from myself just because something didn't work out with me. So what was if that was the remedy of anything that we couldn't do in life, we couldn't get in life, we'd say, okay, I'm going to kill myself because I couldn't have this money, I couldn't have that car, I couldn't have this girl, I couldn't have that education, I couldn't have that job. What kind of a remedy is that? So what's the whole purpose of being here and being challenged with all these things that we cannot have, or we are supposed to try to see if we can have it? That's the whole idea of life. The idea of life is not to be here, have everything you want to be here. The idea of life is how we cope with it, how we become stronger, so then we will be able to make something out of this whole experience and journey of life. So that's a short of the long. I don't want to go on. It's a long discussion, but I just thought that these 3 videos that I put in here will give you my thoughts on that subject. And I hope to God that you're not thinking about that, because that will not solve anything. That is such a waste of amazing life value and opportunities that exist in this world. And just because something doesn't work, it doesn't mean that other things won't work. We could be in a certain kind of a situation that we may see everything as negative, but all we need is just a focus on getting ourselves out of some situation that we can resolve, and from that result we move on to making bigger effects and more positive effects, and bit by bit changing our stars, and then move on to what it is that we like our life to be look like. So never hope for, give up hope, and never surrender. Just keep on making yourself stronger throughout the challenges that each one of us face in this life. We're all in it together. We all have felt what you might have felt. So don't think that that would be any solution. The solution would be for you to become stronger, not to get rid of yourself so you won't see the hardship. For you to use these to become more powerful, experienced, wiser, and then bit by bit chip from the devastations and from the negative effects of your life, and turn them into positive, and bring about that what you're trying to create in this life and make your life better. Ishan, you're all important in this life. You all have a role in this life. Even if you don't see it, just you by being here, you have made changes to other people's lives. And even you're not aware of it, you are important for the survival of others because we are all connected. If any one of us are not here, the life will change and takes away all other chances that we all could have if we are not here. Every one of us have a role and a duty to take the best care of ourselves, to be here, to do what we are supposed to be here, whatever it is that we are supposed to hear, because directly and indirectly, we are touching lives all around the world, even if we don't know it. Just by being here, we have changed something. So do not deny the rest of us from your presence in this life, which we are all connected and we can help strengthen each other's lives by simply surviving and being here and becoming stronger and stronger in light of any adversities or problems that we might feel or think, oh, it's insolvable. No, everything passes. So we need you all. Every one of you are important. Never forget that. Never forget your role and importance of you for the survival of the rest of us in this world. We all need each other. We must protect ourselves and protect that wonderful treasure that has been bestowed upon us, life itself. How lucky we have been. We experience life. Protect it. Never think about that sort of things that you just mentioned, if that is something that was being entertained. All right. I'm sure you're wiser than that. Anyhow, so let's go on, see if we have any other questions here. Okay, looks like we don't have any more questions here. Oh, do we? Oh my goodness. Emmanuel says, I still remember that kind of which told us a story of. He was a guy who couldn't speak properly and his girlfriend helped him speak. Yeah, you remember. Properly with the help of specialists. Yeah, that's right. In the aircraft, yeah. And Emmanuel says, but as soon as he was able to speak properly, the first thing he did was to break up with the girlfriend that helped him speak properly. Yeah, right, correct. Ishan says, as we got older, everything gets worse. We get weaker, our bodies degenerates, we get hooked on medicine and drugs, and in our last day after bringing up a family, we just wait to die. Well, so what's the point here, Ishan? This is a cycle of life, but this is what we have to experience to learn what we're supposed to experience and learn in order to possibly get to the next stage. But we can't just get to the next stage or just suicide and then say, okay, now I'm at the next. No, we won't be at the next stage because we haven't qualified, and we'll be just probably hang around, do nothing, and not be counted or given any role because we haven't completed our training or experiences in this stage of life. And Ishan says, but on the other hand, if we die early on, we'll die strong, more happy. No. When you die, you don't exist to be strong or happy. So what's that? No. You got to appreciate your chance and take every second of it to make the best effort to learn, experience, produce, accomplish what it is you're out here to accomplish. Because it's not all about you. This life that has been given to you is not only yours. It's been given to you to come here and make everybody else's life through your experiences and your life enlightened. You being here makes the rest of us enlightened. Every one of us have a role here, whether we know it or not. By just being here, we are making difference, even we know it or not, in some other parts of the world. You cannot deny the rest of us and think that this life that you have belongs to you. It doesn't. It belongs to all of us. Our lives belongs to all of us. We're supposed to be all there for all of us, even if we don't know it. By just how? By taking good care of ourselves, accomplishing important tasks, doing our best in life, having a simple, happy life, and appreciating the blessings that we have had for having been given the chance to experience life. And that is how, whether we know it or not, we're affecting the life of the rest of us around the world. And therefore, the life that you're thinking of, the way you're thinking or discussing it, is not yours to be simply be taken away by you. When it's time, your natural life has experience of life has ended by a natural means, then that is when our duty and mission is ended in this stage, and then we will see what is next for us afterwards. But before that, no. This is a mission. It's not a personal belonging that I can do whatever I want with it. What kind of talking is that? You're smarter than that, Ishan. Stop that. Donna says, good day, 43, female, Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Donna. Good to see you, dear. And Emmanuel says, good to see you, Donna. Yeah, good. Ishan says, you're very wise. I'm still young. I'm hoping to be this wise or even wiser later on. You will be. You will be. You focus on life and its opportunity and your role and duty as the energy that has been sent to this earth to experience and affect and touch other people's lives directly or indirectly, whether you know it or not. By this energy being here, taking this space, is now creating a cascade of energy and effect on other energy forms, which is other human beings. So focus on your life and build and be happy and appreciate it, love life, and help yourself and others to have a wonderful journey. That is why we are here. The journey itself is what life is all about. Donna says, yes, you too, mate. Okay. All right, guys. Looks like it's time for me to say goodbye. We've been here for over 2 hours, and I just wanted to say and wish you guys all a wonderful day and happy Valentine's Day to all. Love yourselves, because that is the most important Valentine in your life, and the others will feel it and gravitate towards you. So I thank you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for giving me the chance to share a thing or two with you. I look forward to talk to you again. In the meantime, be good to yourself, to the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.